Audio8ball.com, a service of Mount San Antonio College.
Walnut, California.
Audio8ball.com.
Good morning, good morning. It's time for you to wake up.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the neck. See? I never should have thrown out the manual.
We've arrived. We're super awesome and cool.
And we're the three best friends that anybody could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have.
And then, one day, something happened.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
What? Do what?
Let the dogs out, you know, like...
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who brought this guy along?
Yes, Alan, we are ready to let the dogs out.
You don't like your job, you don't strike. You just go in every day and do it really half-assed. That's the American way.
You stay here till you're no longer insane.
Rose, where we're going, we don't need Rose.
8 balls in the morning.
Boom, baby.
We are the Prodigy.
Good morning, this is the world famous audio8ball.com. 8balls in the morning is the show, 8:03 is the time, and your masters of ceremonies today are myself, Ben Magnet, along with the one, the only Mr. Artificial Noise, or as we like to call him, Dan for short.
Yes, sir.
Which is funny, because the last two letters of your name, Dan Artificial Noise, that actually works.
I know.
But what should we do for the D, the definitive artificial noise? The deliberating artificial noise. I'm trying to think of something cool so we can have your DAN as an acronym for artificial noise.
What? Delinquent.
The delinquent artificial noise.
You sound all bad.
Oh man, well guess what? Today is Thursday, April the 12th. We are over the hump officially. Friday is tomorrow. Your weekend is tomorrow. Our awesome week is, the longest week of our lives is coming to a close because next week, guess where we're all going to be? Vegas!
Where's the cowbell?
Oh, here it is. Yes, next week we are going to be at the NAB convention in Las Vegas, Nevada. So this show is going to be on hiatus but we will be back on Friday morning.
Yes.
The reason why is because Mr. Kyle Mohan of Formula Drift is going to be in the studio with us next Friday morning. So mark your calendars. Mark your calendars for next Friday. Mr. Kyle Mohan, a drifter, race car driver and drifter of Formula Drift, and is going to be in the studio. And also, he's a really cool guy. Actually, if I had a friend in the racing world, it's definitely Kyle Mohan.
Cool.
Because, he's just an awesome dude who was one of the greatest guys I know, and also a really great driver. Unfortunately, he just gets struck with bad luck every now and then.
Oh, okay.
Like when I was on the races last Friday, his first qualifying run, right into the wall. Oh yeah.
Not good.
Luckily, he was able to qualify, so thank goodness for that. But also, the main thing we have to talk about today, what happened last night with the Dodgers. Dodgers won last night.
Yes, sir.
And also the Los Angeles Kings! Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals was last night. The Kings won. Long story short, Kings won. We're definitely going to talk about it. And me and Chris over here, our intern, who's also a diehard Kings fan, we're going to psychoanalyze what happened in the game last night, because it was not a blowout. It was one of those, oh my god, I am sitting on the edge of my seat games. It was just, I was watching it from start to finish last night, and I was like freaking out half of the game. I was freaking out. And also, we got crazy, wacky news, and of course, we have the WTH, like always. But first, we're going to start off our mornings right here on the world famous audio8ball.com and play some awesome music. I think we need to fight for our right, guys.
The weekend.
The weekend is coming. Thursday is like prologue to the weekend. You know what, Beastie Boys, fight for your right to party. You're the world famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else?
worlds apart. Like us, there's more to them than meets the eye.
Audio8ball.com.
Let's say you want to throw the perfect party for your twin daughters, but even if the clown you hired doesn't dazzle, and the pony doesn't give rides, it can still be the perfect party because kids don't always see things the way you see them.
Best party ever, Mom!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Red Defender! Thank goodness you're here! That huge asteroid is headed right towards Earth!
I'll handle this.
Like an arrow shot from a man-sized bow, the Red Defender hurtles into space using his super strength to stop the asteroid.
He's stopping the asteroid! It's moving away from Earth! You saved us! How did you do it?
I just stopped the asteroid and reversed its course back into space.
Look, the moon! It's exploded!
Where exactly did you throw that asteroid?
Away. I threw it away.
No more moon. That means no more tides. Tides are created by the moon.
And no more walks in the moonlight. I love walks in the moonlight.
Saving the world isn't easy. Saving a life is. Just 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. To find out more, go to bloodsaves.com. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council.
When Audio8ball.com asks why listen to anything else, it's because we've got this.
There's nothing like a girl you've ever seen before. Nothing you can compare to your neighborhood.
It's because we've got this. And we give you this.
Rock and rave.
Audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else?
I can't believe it. The way you look sometimes, like a trampled flag on a city street. Oh yeah. And I don't want it. The things you're offering me, symbolized barcode, quick ID. Oh yeah.
Bad Religion, 21st Century Digital Boy here on the world famous audio8ball.com. 8ballz in the Morning is the awesome show that you are tuned into right now. I am Ben Magnet, that is Mr. Artificial Noise, aka Dan. If you're watching us on the Ustream right now, you can see our nice, shiny morning faces, and everything is all good. We also got intern Chris in here. Okay, so, gentlemen, we must talk about the two games that have occurred last night. The Dodgers and the Los Angeles Kings. Let's go with the Dodgers first because it's the beginning of the season.
Okay.
So come on. It's the beginning of the season. It's not like everything is on the line here like it is with the Los Angeles Kings, but we'll definitely get to the Kings in a little bit. So, Dan, did you watch the Dodger games last night?
I didn't. I was too busy doing homework.
Okay. Well, you're a good student. You are a good student, though, so that's all good.
All right. But I did know that they won.
All right.
4-1.
For what? Any special plays? Any home runs hit? Any?
Andre Ethier came clutch and he got the lead. The Pirates were actually winning first, and then Andre Ethier got the lead. What is this?
Really? That's for that.
What are we playing?
Don't you have some audio from the game last night?
Oh, I did?
Yeah. I thought I saw you playing around with some audio earlier.
Oh, yeah, I was, but let's see if it loads. But it was actually a half-empty crowd. It wasn't as packed as the opening game.
Well, opening day is always going to be a packed house, and also it was a weekday too.
And it was kind of rainy.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't expecting a huge crowd on nights like that, but we do have some audio from the game, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's play it.
Pirates in LA to face off with the Dodgers. Game tied at 1, bottom of the 6th. Andre Ethier the opposite way for the RBI single. Third straight single for LA. This one scoring Matt Kemp and giving the Dodgers a 2-1 advantage. Top of the 7th, then Matt Guerrier into the game for relief for LA, facing Pedro Alvarez, and a bullet of a line drive snagged down by Mark Ellis as the Dodgers win at 4-1. Starter Chad Billingsley going 6 innings, giving up 1 earned run.
Sweet.
Yep. Billingsley with the second win of the season.
Sweet.
On a good roll. And we're going to get the brooms ready.
The brooms?
The brooms are coming out.
That's right. Sweep.
Let's get the first
sweep. The Pirates. Well, of course, the Pirates, they haven't had a winning season since, what, 2000?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Or 2002?
It's the Pirates.
Yeah. Hey, guys, you want to hear a joke?
What?
Pittsburgh Pirates. They're just one of those teams in baseball that you forget is even alive unless you're in the town of Pittsburgh. Because the town of Pittsburgh has 2 championship teams, 2 great championship teams. Even though I don't like either one of them, especially the Steelers. As being a diehard Raider fan, I hate the Steelers.
They were good though.
I hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers. Every time the Steelers in the Super Bowl, I always root for the team against the Steelers, like the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. I don't like the New York Giants, but since last Super Bowl, Giants-Patriots, I had to root for the Giants because I cannot stand Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Yeah.
I just can't.
What's the second team?
The second team is the Pittsburgh Penguins. Of course, Sidney Crosby is the NHL hockey team that they have over there. Really great team. Won the Stanley Cup a few years ago against Detroit. Actually, those 2 years were quite interesting years. They were back-to-back matchups because the Red Wings faced off against the Penguins and won the first year, and then the following year the Penguins came back and actually beat the Red Wings, I should say.
It's a good matchup.
So yeah, those two, I mean the Penguins and Steelers, they're actually really formidable teams, but when you say, hey, what about the Pirates? Everyone laughs.
They have a very nice stadium though.
Yeah, everyone laughs because no one cares about Pittsburgh, unfortunately. Once again, they're just one of those teams that exist and pretty much no one really cares unless you live in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
If you live in Pittsburgh, then you're a Pirates fan. But since we don't live in Pittsburgh, we live in the greater Los Angeles area, and all around at least in my house, all you see is Dodger blue. Any hint of Angel red, and you're out of my house.
Yeah.
Any little hint.
We don't support the Angels here.
No, we don't. I'm kind of scared that someone's going to come in the studio and say, why don't you like the Angels? You have to support both. No, we don't.
Did they even play yesterday or the day before? Probably not.
No, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
They're probably losing anyways.
No, TK Trudette Sportsman's got to come up later on the show. She'll tell us what the Angels have been doing. No, but the other game that happened last night was Kings Canucks, a drama game. Playoff games are always dramatic. I mean, they always are. And actually, besides me being okay, let's be honest. I'm the only real hockey nut in this entire studio right now, aren't I?
Yep.
I mean, Dan, do you enjoy hockey? Do you like watching it at all, or do you just like go, I don't care?
I watch it from some time to time, but no, it's not really.
You just watch it for the fights, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the sole reason.
Fights, yeah. The fights.
Sole reason why you watch this for the fights.
Yeah.
Well, intern Chris, you are a huge hockey fan. You are also a Kings fan.
I am.
Because if you were a, say, Edmonton Oilers fan, there's a door.
Okay.
I mean, Ducks, I can tolerate the Ducks. We tolerate Anaheim in here. But unfortunately, they've been in last place since the season began. And they're a far cry from the team they were in 2007 when they actually won the Stanley Cup championship.
Yeah, they're having a little bit of trouble. But
a little bit? Last place since the start of the season. I think that's quite a bit of trouble right there.
Well, still, I mean, you gotta give them their credit whenever they do have those good days.
Yeah, every hockey team has a good day and bad day.
Of course.
But of course, the team that had a beautiful day yesterday were the Los Angeles Kings. Now, the Kings, they came off strong. They came off hard. They were just like ready to. They literally came in ready to play against the Vancouver Canucks, which is, I mean, the problem with the Canucks is that they are the first seeded team in the Western Conference at this point in time. And when the Kings lost to the Sharks in the last 2 games of the regular season, that dropped the Kings from the number 3 seed down to the number 8 seed and put the San Jose Sharks on number 7 seed. The Phoenix Coyotes won the Pacific Division, which shouldn't have happened because that should belong to the LA Kings, but whatever. And now we are playing the number 1 seeded team while the Coyotes and Sharks get to play easier seeded teams. It's kind of not fair.
But you know what? If anything, they are going to get like a really good workout. They're going to be able to see what they can do later on down the line. So it's going to show them what they're really capable of.
Exactly. And I actually have some audio from the hockey game last night. By the way, the audio for the Dodger game was brought to us by MLB.com. So we have to thank you, the guys over there, for that. And the audio I'm going to play here is from the Kings website. Because obviously, where else am I going to get this thing? And here's some audio from the goal scored by Burrows, because the Canucks got on the board first. Here's some audio for that.
Along the left wing boards, gives it to Burrows, and a save by Quick. Puck is taken, scored! Burrows right in the middle. Yet Brown.
I wanted to call so bad on this goal. Here's the reason why. Early on in that goal, Jonathan Quick, the goalie for the Los Angeles Kings, he was knocked down. There was contact made, and when you're going for a shot and there's contact made by the goalie, that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that.
Well, if anything, like there was contact made, but I think what it was that they were still able to keep it in play, and he wasn't able to lock the puck down. So that's when they kind of like got it away and they scored their shot.
I mean, the thing was that he was able to reset. He was able to reset and get ready for the attack, but unfortunately, that reset literally came 5 seconds or less than 5 seconds later, right when he was supposed to try and get something done. But unfortunately, it didn't happen, and Quick went over to the ref, said, "Hey, this guy knocked me down. Should have been an interference against the goaltender call. Should have been a penalty." But unfortunately, he was able to reset, and then that puck went straight into the Kings net for Canucks to score again, or Canucks to score first blood. And I gotta tell you, the fans at Rogers Arena in British Columbia, Vancouver, oh man, I knew Canadians were brutal, but I never imagined them to be that brutal.
I didn't really hear the fans because I didn't exactly get to watch the game itself. My TV was down, plus I was doing homework.
Ouch.
But I did get to watch a lot of the highlights.
Wow, you guys are good students for doing your homework. I feel terrible. I do my homework too, but not when the Kings game's on.
Yeah. Well, like I said, TV was down as well. So,
understandable.
Yeah, couldn't really help that. I just jumped online, watched all the highlights that I could, and it was an incredible game, honestly. Just from the highlights that I saw, huge back and forth between Vancouver and the Kings. It was. I mean, as soon as they scored, Kings just kept shooting and shooting and shooting, but Luongo was everywhere. It was just incredible.
You heard Bob Miller say the words, and Luongo with the save. I mean, if there's a drinking game called Take a Drink How Many Times You Hear the Words Luongo with the save, let's just say that a lot of people would not be happy right now.
No, if anything, they probably wouldn't even remember the last 2 periods.
No, they wouldn't. No, actually, this is what happens. So after the goal by Burrows for the Vancouver Canucks, the Kings actually come back. They get a power play, and then a delay of game call was called against the Canucks, which made it to 5-on-3. And here's some of the audio with it from that.
Fancy moves by there. 7 of 23 in the regular season. Kings have it. Back to Kopitar. Kopitar feeds it down the right side to Richards. He scores! Richards banked it off the goaltender, Luongo. And the Kings score with a 2-man advantage to tie.
And that was part of pretty much the Kings last night. They had power play after power play after power play. And then they had a 5-minute major power play, which was, and of course, you know the rule of 5-minute majors. If you're in the box for 2 minutes for roughing, tripping, whatever, the opposing team scores a goal, you're out of the box.
Yep.
That's the punishment has been dealt.
Yep.
If you're on a 5-minute major and the opposing team scores a goal, guess what? You're still in there.
No way.
That's the rule. You're still in there. For a 5-minute major penalty, you are still in there. The Canucks were this close to shutting out the Kings with that 5-minute major. It was one of those things which was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me, that is insane. All right, here's some more audio from that 5-minute major.
Whole first period on power plays, it's tough to get matchups. Here is Williams, his shot saved, rebound, sent back in front, but intercepted by Vancouver. Brown sent it quick back to Richards. Richards up the middle. Carter couldn't get a shot, but he got it to Doughty. Doughty wheels it over left side, point off, shoots wide, rebound. Kopitar had trouble handling it. He had an open corner for a second. 28 games. Out.
Actually, I'm sorry, I missaid. That wasn't from the 5-minute major. That was from another Kings regular 2-minute power play. But still, you heard save, save, save. The Kings had so many chances to put that puck in the back of the net, but Luongo, the goaltender, I mean, seriously, my head is off to that goaltender. He deserves a ding for working his buns off last night. He was literally all over from between the bars, and it was insane.
Honestly, I mean, just from watching this, you could simply tell he's really an incredible goalie for them.
Oh, yeah. He, honest to goodness, really is. And it was just one of those games where you're watching and you're like, my God, how are these players doing this? Or how are these goaltenders stopping it? Here's some more audio. This is when the Kings are on another power play. And now I believe this is from, I'm looking at the time, second period, 4 minutes in. Yeah, that's when the Kings actually did have their 5-minute major penalty going on. Like, it was against the Canucks for boarding, which of course is a no-no. So here we go.
Rebound, LaPierre for Vancouver, checked by Kopitar. Kings dig it out, they get it to Carter. Carter on the right side to Kopitar. Kopitar with a man in front, Richards! And a save or off the post, I'm not sure which. Into the Vancouver zone, to the blue line to Willie Mitchell. Back on the right side to Martinez, back to Mitchell. Mitchell shoots, he scores! Traffic in front. Stoll was in front of the goaltender. The Kings have taken the lead. Go down. Ducks win the draw.
Now that was from the 5-minute major. Once again, Kings were attacking Vancouver over and over and over and over and over, but it was just unlucky shots. Like that crossbar shot, that the shot that hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
That was, seriously, when I played hockey and I shot, I knew it was in, but then when I heard dang, I was so disappointed. Because it was open net, no goalie, I fire, I hear the ding and hit the crossbar, doesn't go in. And of course the rebound gets taken away by the other team. It was just one of those things, it's like, no!
They're usually heartbreaker shots, but I mean there's absolutely no fighting it. If anything for me, I'm honestly amazed by how many saves Luongo was getting there. And I don't know if he made a save or if it was off the bar, or maybe it was both, but it was just honestly incredible.
Oh, it was. It honestly was. And then, of course, in the very end of the period, the Kings because at this point they were winning 2-1, but then the Vancouver came back, shot it in, scored, and tied the game up to 2 points apiece. Now, third period is when things really start to get interesting. Vancouver is on the attacking side. They're kicking the puck deep in the Los Angeles zone. But then the Kings, they actually hold up. They keep on. They don't retaliate. They don't get penalties, which is the big thing. Because the Kings, when they get cocky and mad, they dish out penalties like a madman.
Yep.
And that's one thing you do not want. Vancouver was in the box 90% of the game last night. 90% of the game, Vancouver was in the sin bin. And, of course, the penalty killing team for Vancouver was amazing because they were able to kill so many penalties. But Vancouver got a lucky shot at the end of the second, and then here's what happens in the third period.
Off his stick and taken by Richards in the slot. Richards goes to the left side. Richards tried to Carter to Penner. He scores! Dustin Penner got it from Richards, and the Kings take the lead with 3:14.
And they're trying to go through the middle. That's
3:14 to go, and the Kings score a goal. Both teams at full strength. That is one of those shots where it's like, yes, we have a shot now. And then, of course, the game's willing down to the last final seconds. And you know what happens?
Tell me.
The Vancouver Canucks pull Luongo for an extra attacker to tie this game and go into overtime. Now, Dan, you know what? You know what happens when they pull their goalie, right?
They have no goalie. They have just all offensive team.
They have 6 because you can only have 6 men on the ice, 5 forwards, and a goalie.
Yeah.
You pull the goalie, you have an extra attacker, but it always comes with a price: empty net.
Yep.
I honestly hate empty net. I hate it so much.
But it makes the game so much better, though.
Yeah, it makes the game so much better. The only time I've ever seen an empty net call work in my team's favor was in the 2010 Winter Olympics between Canada and the United States. 2 seconds left in the game when the United States scored the tying goal to take it into overtime. Unfortunately, 2 minutes into overtime, Sidney Crosby scores a goal, and Canada wins.
Yeah.
Which is one of those, like, because we beat Canada before, but it was one of those, and of course, hockey, the gold medal in hockey for Canada was like, we need this gold medal no matter what happens. And of course, the United States, it was the 20th anniversary of the United States beating the Soviet Union team way back in the 1980 Lake Placid Winter Olympics, and no one thought the
Miracle Game.
Yep, and which inspired one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. But it was just one of those things, but here it is, empty net for the Vancouver Canucks.
Puck is picked up now and lost. Here's an empty net for Brown. Brown scores, and the Kings have a 4-2 lead. Brown into the empty net with 17.9 seconds left.
And that was the game. Right there. Vancouver lost it. Brown got it, skated up, right into the net, no problems whatsoever. Kings win. They are now ahead a game. The series is now in favor of Los Angeles by a game. Game 2 is tonight in Vancouver, and Game 3 we're back in Los Angeles, and on Wednesday night, Game 4 in LA. Nice. I want the brooms.
This time, I will be all over that.
Oh, man.
Let's get some press passes.
Yeah. Get some press passes to go to.
We've been talking about you the whole entire semester.
Yeah, man. But seriously, that was a good game to watch. On the edge of your seat, penalties, shots. You heard the words saved by Luongo, saved by Quick over and over and over again. It was one of those great games that you just love to watch. Now, Dan, I feel bad that you didn't watch it because you would have loved this game, dude.
No. I mean, I didn't have time, but I will watch. I'll watch it when the next game.
Don't get me wrong.
Next game.
Don't get me wrong. School is more important than hockey. Schoolwork is more important than hockey, but man, that game was intense.
They're only going to get more intense.
Oh, you kidding me? This is only round 1. Just wait till round 3 looks like.
Yeah.
Now, round 3 for the Western Conference final. Now that is like you start hyperventilating, and then when the Stanley Cup final rolls around, that's when you're about to drop dead any second.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
I'm honestly hoping that Quick can kind of like pull it together for this.
Oh, I hope so too.
So, I mean, kudos to him for doing a good job, but I mean, he's got a lot of stuff to work on still.
He really does.
So, I mean, please, Quick, if there is any chance that you're listening, please do not get such a big head.
Please.
That you feel that you need to come out of your goal area.
Please.
When's the next game? Ben?
Next game is tomorrow night, and it's going to take place in Vancouver.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we're still on enemy territory. We're still in the Rogers Center with all those crazy, yelling, screaming Canucks fans. But if we lose tomorrow, the next 3 games are going to be in Los Angeles. the Kings will have home ice advantage.
Cool.
But the problem is, that's kind of scaring me a little bit, is last year in the playoffs when we were playing the Sharks, that's the Kings only won in enemy territory. They lost every single home game in Los Angeles, which is kind of those...
What? Why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we can win in Vancouver, we could definitely win in LA. But the problem is, Vancouver is going to come back with a vengeance, and we can't let the fact that we're at home ice nudge us out, get us because Vancouver has been known to come back and win.
Oh yeah.
They have been known to come back and win before you even know it. You have to stay. The Kings need to stay on top of their team so they can go take on a few other teams in the Western Conference. So hopefully we could finally get that Stanley Cup in Los Angeles, and we could take it away from Anaheim. All right, well, that will be it for sports. And you know what? I got some awesome music to play. We got to take a break here. Coming up next is the WTH Reports. So party on. We actually get to go back on track here. Crazy and Wacky News Stories will be coming up later on in the show. But I have some more awesome music for us. I have one of my favorite bands ever in my entire world, in my entire...
life?
Yeah, my entire life. Blink-182. All the small things here on the world-famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else?
All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Late night, come home, work sucks, I know. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. The night will go on, a little windmill. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. The night will go on, the night will go on, a little windmill.
Oh, well, I know we're in like a, what's it called? No, we're in a, what's it called with the R?
A recession.
Recession. So.
This is audio8ball.com.
Pedophiles. They can lurk on playgrounds, in shopping malls, even where you least expect, inside your home. The most common way pedophiles contact children over the internet is through chat rooms, instant messages, and email. Do you know who your child is talking to online? No child is safe from the risk of the internet. For more information on protecting your child from online predators, visit www.enough.org, because enough is enough.
Now for an audio8ball.com news break.
I'm Ben Magnet with your audio8ball.com news break. KFC in Thailand is apologizing for urging people to rush home during Wednesday's tsunami scare in order and order a bucket of KFC chicken. The company posted, "Let's hurry home and follow the earthquake news, and don't forget to order your favorite KFC menu." That prompted hundreds of angry comments. A court appearance is scheduled for early this afternoon in Florida for George Zimmerman. Zimmerman faces a charge of second-degree murder in the shooting death of unarmed teenager Trayvon Martin. Defense lawyers are expected to enter a plea of not guilty. At trial, the prosecutors will have a chance to prove that Zimmerman intentionally went after Martin and that he didn't shoot him in self-defense. In Mount Sac news, the Thrive in College series presented by Student Health Services topic today is, "Are family problems getting in your way? Due to limited seating, reservations are required. The time is 1 p.m. at the Student Health Center. Hope to see you there." And with your full sports wrap up, here is the Ultimate Sports Minute with TK Trinidad.
The Ultimate Sports Minute.
The Dodgers repeat a win. I'm TK Trinidad. With Andre Ether's RBI single, the Dodgers beat the Pirates again 4-1. The Angels, however, didn't follow suit. Josh Willingham's 2 home runs for the Twins give the Dodgers an L 6-5. Also, the Padres win over the D-backs 2-1. Tonight, the Angels take on the Twins, the Pirates battle the Dodgers, and the Giants try to finish the Rockies. From home runs to three-pointers, Chris Paul's 31 points helped the Clippers to beat the Thunder 100-98. Andrew Bynum stepped up his game with 30 rebounds and 16 points to crush the Spurs 98-84. The Knicks secure their spot in the Eastern Conference with a win over the Bucks 111-107. Tonight, the Clippers take on the Timberwolves, the Heat try to bully the Bulls, and the Grizzlies play the Spurs. And on the ice, the Kings play their first game in the Western quarterfinals and beat the top-seeded Vancouver Canucks 4-2. I'm TK Trinidad for the Ultimate Sports Minute.
Thank you, TK. And looking at weather here in Southern California, today's high is going to be a cold 62 degrees. Tonight's low, 50 degrees. Currently, it is 55 degrees in Walnut. Covina clocks in at 47, and Los Angeles clocks in at 54 degrees. And looking at your roadways here in Southern California, there's quite a bit of slowing on the 60 freeway, morning traffic, and also apparently there is an accident right at Crossroads Parkway and Workman Mill Road, which is causing which is an off-ramp street, which apparently is causing some major slowing all the way back till Fullerton Road. You can expect some heavy traffic up until the 605, but once you get past the 605, traffic still remains a little bit slow and doesn't ease up until Portero Grande Drive. And looking on the 10 freeway going westbound, there's some major problems right before the 605. Right when you get past 605 and into the El Monte area, there's some heavy traffic, so expect some major slowing if you're going to Los Angeles. And also, way over in the Montclair, Ontario area, there is an accident right before San Antonio Avenue in Ontario, so that's causing some some slowing up until 4th Street, but once you get past the accident, it's a smooth drive up until you get to Sunset Avenue, which is the start of that big, long, slow drive into Los Angeles. And also taking a quick gander at the 210 freeway going westbound into Pasadena and the valleys, you are going to experience some slowing right at Irwindale Avenue is when the slowing begins to start. It gets extremely heavy right at Huntington Drive, but finally eases up just a tad up until the town of Arcadia, actually, Baldwin Avenue to be precise. But it doesn't start going nice and smooth up until you get to the 134 split. And I am Ben Magnet with your Audio8ball.com news break.
There's a monster under my bed. There's a monster in my bathtub. Mine is on my dresser. There's a monster in the kitchen.
For a child with asthma, it can seem like monsters are everywhere.
There's a monster in my pillow. There's one on the rug.
The fact is, their next asthma attack could be triggered by something as innocent as a teddy bear, or a dripping faucet, even a bath toy.
I don't like monsters.
Fortunately, there are simple ways you can help prevent their next attack. From putting stuffed animals in the freezer to kill dust mites, to drying bath toys and turning on the bathroom fan to prevent mold. They're easy to do, and they're part of a complete plan that could help you put an end to your child's asthma attacks. Learn more at noattacks.org or call 866-NO-ATTACKS.
Make the monsters go away.
Because their next breath is in your hands. Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
The world famous Audio8ball.com. The world famous audio8ballz.com. Why listen to anything else?
The Foo Fighters with My Hero here on the world famous audio8ball.com. 8ballz in the morning. 49 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour, coming up to the 9 o'clock hour really quick. I'm Ben Magnet. That is Mr. Dan, the artificial noise.
The delinquent.
The delinquent artificial noise. I mean, his real name isn't really Dan. We just call him artificial noise just because, well, we can.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, his name is, the delinquent artificial noise kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit, good sir. Of course, we just call him artificial noise, or just for short, Dan.
Yeah.
One of the easiest things to say. And also, we got our intern. Intern Chris is back here helping us out like always.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Well, you guys know what time it is?
What time is it?
It is time for the WTH. What the Hollywood? Crazy stuff going on in Hollywood. Like Britney Spears joining the judges table of the X Factor.
Oh.
I know. Apparently, the womanizer singer will collect $15 million overall for the gig.
For one season?
For one season of the X Factor. The deal has been agreed upon, but has not yet been signed. Spears is still under a conservationship following her mid-2000s breakdown, with her father, James Spears, serving as her guardian. However, Fox had no comment for the rap, which is where this article eventually came from. Spears' manager has not yet returned the calls for comment, but I don't know. I think she could be a good. She could be a good judge because she is a singer. She's very well known in the music industry. Of course. Unfortunately, both good and bad. But she has had some hits, and I will admit that I do have some Britney Spears guilty pleasures.
Oh yeah, don't we all?
And let's see, my favorite is If You Seek Amy, because I kind of see it as a shot against this one girl named Amy who was a really good friend of mine in high school. I actually had a little thing for her, but then shut me down. Shut me down in flames.
I like the Hit Me Baby One More Time, Britney Spears.
That was that one's been okay. Her the
White shirt. Yeah. White top skirt.
Yeah. You just liked that video because you just liked watching it.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Exactly. Yeah.
Why not?
Your mind's in the right place. Your mind's in the right place. Your mind's in the right place. But Britney Spears as a judge, I'm down. I say give her a shot. Give her a shot because she's big in the industry. She actually has a beautiful singing voice.
Yeah.
If she's not singing pop songs and auto-tuned isn't all the way up, but other than that, I say go for it.
Yeah, I say go for it as well. Because I mean, she had a rough time. I mean, we all know she had a rough time.
Unfortunately,
she's a good artist. She's had her hits.
And actually, last time I've heard of her, she was actually doing a whole lot better. She's more focused on her family and her career than she is on causing drama.
Yeah.
So once again, I tip my hat to you, Miss Spears. Congratulations. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor of California, who totally screwed up the financial system.
Of course, and other things.
Oh, and other things, of course, like our school system, our budget, cutting my father's paycheck in half. His wife. But the reason why I bring the governor up is that he was trying to woo back Maria Shriver, his now going to be ex-wife, because the whole fathering a child thing that happened a few years ago, or about a year ago. Now he is giving up.
He should.
According to TMZ, he has given up and is going to be civil with Maria Shriver. He's not going to try and win her back. And he's saying, you know what? What's done is done. The union between me and my wife is officially over. We're just going to remain civil for the kids, and we're just going to try and be nice to each other.
Good for her. She didn't take him back.
Yep, she didn't take him back, which,
yeah.
I believe I deserve a ding. And so now, sorry, Arnold, but there's no love for you now.
You kind of messed up, buddy.
Oh, you kidding me? My dad will never take me to see an Arnold Schwarzenegger film ever again. Because he does not want to give the former governor of California any more money for what he has done to my state.
Yeah.
Seriously, because my dad works for the state. That's why.
Of course, yeah.
There's a lot of bad blood between Arnold and a lot of cops. Or a lot of
and
state
firefighters.
Yeah, a lot of state cops and state firefighters.
Mm-hmm.
City cops, they're fine. State cops, on the other hand, oh, they're mad.
Yeah.
They are mad. All right, Courtney Love. Apparently, oh man, okay. Chris, did you write this?
I did not write this. I simply copied and pasted it. I simply said love on the attack.
Okay, because the first line. All right, did you get this story from TMZ or Wonderwall?
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall. Okay, Wonderwall. Thank you for the brilliant writing. That's gonna make me laugh. Wonderwall started off this article about Courtney Love saying, Courtney Love and Twitter go together like pregnant ladies and an all-you-can-drink Jägermeister night.
Wow. They're spot on, too.
Wonderwall, if any of you guys are listening, whoever wrote that, that is a stroke of genius.
Shout out to you.
Shout out major. But I do have to admit, because she did take to Twitter last night, and she's apparently blasting Mr. Dave Grohl, the frontman of the Foo Fighters, whom we just played. And also, Dave Grohl, if you don't know this, then you don't know awesome music at all. But Dave Grohl when Nirvana was still around, he was the drummer for Nirvana.
Yeah.
So, of course, then when Kurt Cobain passed away in the 90s, Nirvana stopped, and then Dave started up the Foo Fighters eventually, and then the Foo Fighters just came blasting on the music scene, and everything's been awesome.
Yeah.
But Courtney is very angry because she believes that Dave Grohl has been hitting on her estranged daughter, Frances Bean Cobain, who, by the way, is 19 years old.
Oh, 19. Okay.
I have to wave the bull flag because Dave is married with kids.
Yeah.
I remember looking up on a scene from 9gag the other day, and it was Dave when they're writing up the album Wasted Light in Dave's garage. His little daughter comes up and pulls on his shirt and says, "You said you promised we go swimming." He's like, "We will in 5 minutes, honey. I'm gonna just let me finish this guitar part." Finishes the guitar, jumps in the pool with his daughter.
Yeah. He seems like a cool guy.
Mm-hmm. Also, I just love the fact that he says, "My kids don't care that I'm in a rock band." They say, "Can I have a smoothie?" I'm like, okay. They don't care.
And then Courtney Love is just, she's Courtney Love. I mean,
Not the best parents.
Not the best parent.
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah, but all I have to say is, I don't know. I mean,
take another shot, Courtney. Take another shot.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather her not. I'd rather not have her. I'd rather have her not take another shot. But you know what? I'm pretty sure Dave Grohl is like, I really don't care.
Well, if anything, he had his stuff to say.
Yeah.
Saying that, like, absolutely this is not true.
Of course.
And I mean, she's obviously coming out of, I would assume, left field from all this.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Dave Grohl's just basically letting everyone know it's
Uh-huh.
not true. He's happily married. He's got his kids. He's basically not in any way involved with
them.
Bean
Yeah.
Cobain.
Yeah, and also, I mean, apparently, according to the article as well, the two have not been getting along ever since Kurt Cobain passed away.
Yeah.
I mean, Courtney Love has just been on downward spiral, and of course, I remember when Guitar Hero 5 came out, it actually had, because ever since Guitar Hero's never had a Nirvana song, and they finally did put a Nirvana song. They put Smells Like Teen Spirit, and they actually put Kurt Cobain's avatar in the game. But the problem is, if you can take out all, you could play as Kurt Cobain as the guitar and have him play Bon Jovi's Dead or Alive, and she got really upset about that.
Yeah.
As in, she got extremely upset because she's like, Kirk hated Bon Jovi. He hated every bit thing of Bon Jovi. And it's like, now you gotta make him play Bon Jovi. He's like, no. But I don't know. I mean, luckily, I'm pretty sure Kurt Cobain, if I went out and bought a copy, I'm pretty sure Kurt Cobain's still in the game as an unlockable character when you get to that one stage. But it was just drama after drama after drama.
Courtney Love, Courtney.
It's so sad. All right, I'm kind of starting to get a little bit tired of saying this woman's name.
Kardashian?
No. Whitney Houston.
Oh, Whitney Houston.
I'm starting to get a little bit tired about saying her name. Apparently, Beverly Hills police say they have concluded Whitney Houston's death investigation and found no signs that a crime occurred. Lieutenant Mark Rossum said Wednesday that the determination was made after reviewing the Grammy Award-winning singer's full autopsy report, which attributed her death to accidental drowning. Coroner's officials ruled heart disease and cocaine use also contributed to the 48-year-old's death. This is all from TMZ, and I just have this to say, no duh!
Of course.
Of course there wasn't a crime committed.
No crime. Let's just forget about it. Get her off TMZ. Let's remember her for her music, and that's it.
Thank you.
Call it.
Thank you, Dan.
Done and done.
Thank you, Dan. Remember her for the life she lived, not how she died. Just like Michael Jackson. When we remember Michael Jackson, what do we remember? We remember the music he made.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I was really getting tired of hearing Michael Jackson's Killer in the news, but I don't know. What are you gonna do about it? But seriously, I'm just
like how is that gonna bring her back? Like nothing that they're saying is gonna bring her back. So let's forget about it.
Thank you
Let's
very.
forget about it.
Thank you. Gosh. All right.
Also, she was. I almost forgot. I believe it's in the report. She's also going to be in a Sparkle movie, apparently, and it's supposed to be released later this year.
Oh yeah, she was filming that.
Oh, Whitney Houston?
Yeah.
Okay. But dead celebrities and making new albums long before they pass, I say just no. The only ones who should be releasing more albums are the Beatles. That's the only ones I believe that should because most of the members are dead. They should still be releasing more albums. I know there's uncut tapes around there.
Everyone
somewhere.
has their stash of uncut
hidden
gems.
Hidden gems. All right, well, it's 9 o'clock. We're going to take a short little break here. Then, of course, it's going to be back to more awesomeness here on the world-famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else?
Audio8ball.com, a service of Mount San Antonio College.
In Walnut, California.
Audio8ball.com.
Take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. I say you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look like that, do you, honey? Big black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet with her get back stare. Well, I could see you home with me, but you were with another man, yeah. I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away, yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl? Take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. I say you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money with a face like that, do ya? Big black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet with her get back stare. Well, I could see you home with me, but you were with another man, yeah. I know we ain't got much to say before I let you get away, yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl?
Are You Gonna Be My Girl off the album Get Born by the band Jet here on the world-famous audio8ball.com. 8balls in the morning is the show. 4 minutes past our numero dos of 8balls in the morning on this beautiful Thursday, the 12th of April. It's a little bit chilly.
Yeah, it is.
It's a tad bit chilly. I rode the motorcycle today, and I gotta say, I kind of came prepared. I had my jacket, I brought my gloves, I even brought my NOS bandana here to keep my face warm. And let's just say it was fogging up my glasses like no tomorrow. Sometimes that's not fun, especially when you're trying to drive and the truck's coming your way.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not good.
Yeah.
But I'm here, I'm safe, I'm still alive, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
It's a good day.
It is a good day. All right, now, Dan, you were telling me a few minutes ago about how Axl Rose there's a little bit of issue with Axl Rose, being that he does not want to be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, what is that? What's going on?
Everyone's dream, if you're in a band, is to make it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Apparently, Axl Rose doesn't want anything to do with it.
That is jacked up. Explain, please.
Well, he's having issues with his bandmates. He's had issues with his bandmates, so he doesn't want his name to be... He doesn't want to go to the ceremony. He doesn't want his name to be recognized with the band. And he doesn't want anyone speaking for him. Like, he doesn't want anything to do with it.
Okay.
Like, it's just not him just not making it to the ceremony. He doesn't want anyone speaking for him, accepting anything from him, for him, or nothing. He doesn't want anything to do with it.
Okay, this is what I have to say. Mr. Rose, first of all, you're a part of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
50 years from now, when people say Guns N' Roses, they're going to say your name. So sorry, your name, because your stage name is already part of the band's name. It's Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Not Guns and that one guy with the crazy hair.
And the mustache.
Yeah, and the mustache. It's Guns N' Roses for a reason. That's why. And, I mean, he's had problems. He's always had problems with his bandmates. He's always had difficulties. That's probably the reason why Slash left.
Yeah. Well, it's him and Slash, too. That's their little feud going on.
Yeah, him and Slash are Guns N' Roses. And actually, and Slash, I mean, of course, I don't know how many rights to GNR songs that he has, but I do know that the guy who created Glee, there's no way that Slash is ever going to let the guy who created Glee touch Guns N' Roses songs because he thinks the show's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kings of Leon and the Foo Fighters are the exact same corner, but that's a different rant. But Guns N' Roses will always have Slash and Axl Rose. Those are the two frontmen. Those are the guys we really care about.
Yeah.
And you really can't have Guns N' Roses but no Axl Rose.
I mean, he just feels disrespected. He feels like people are just talking about him. So why go to a ceremony with all his bandmates when he knows that, hey, they're talking behind my back? But I just feel like, drop your ego.
Just
let it happen, and then solve your differences afterwards.
It's an ego. I see it as an ego thing.
Yeah, it is an ego thing.
I mean, you're getting inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
This is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame we're talking about here. Not a lot of people make it. I mean, of course, a lot of the big major bands get in there, but a lot of...
It's hard to get in.
It's still very hard to get in. You have to be a rock star or a big rock and roller for years upon years to
consistently be good. Consistently.
To just even get considered to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Like Van Halen recently got into the Hall of Fame. They're one of my favorite bands. I thought they were already inducted, but until
right?
I found out the story. Van Halen inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Wait, they're not inducted yet? What?
Yeah, it takes time. It
takes a long time.
It takes a long time.
Look,
so for this to happen and him not being happy about it, I don't know. It's kind of like
it's an ego drop.
Yeah.
It's to me, dude. It's an ego drop, man. I mean,
at least do it for your fans.
Yeah.
Do it for your fans. Like they all want to see you guys together. I mean, as a fan, you want any of your bands that you like to succeed and be happy, and this is the time to be happy about them. And
yeah, I mean, I bet a lot of fans, when they heard that Guns N' Roses is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, they just whipped out Appetite for Destruction and blasted that album all day long, because that's by far, it's the only album I own by GNR, but I already can tell I don't need the Greatest Hits album. I don't need any other album. I am happy and perfectly content with Appetite for Destruction. That is my favorite album.
It's a good feeling to see this, and you're like, oh, well, I've been riding with them for a long time, and then they finally got to the point that they want to get to, and then Axl Rose has to kind of ruin it for everyone.
Yeah, what does Slash think? Do we have Slash's thoughts on the whole thing?
I don't have the quote. I remember reading. I can't quote him, but he had said something like, they have differences that are unresolved, and he doesn't know if they can fix those differences.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not like super furious. He just understands that
we're humans. We have differences.
There's differences between the group.
Yeah. Well, at least Slash is still kicking and playing guitar like always.
And
still wearing the famous top hat.
Yeah. And being in video games.
That's true. Being in video games and all this other cool stuff. He did a commercial for the Los Angeles new reptile house that they have, which is called Lair. He did a commercial with Miss Betty White.
Oh, cool.
And they were talking about frogs, and Betty was saying, like, this is how you can tell which one's male and female, that little dark spot on their throat. And he's like, oh, the frogs are talking and they have subtitles. He's like, can you tell which one's male or female? Dude, I have no idea.
Hey, Betty White's going to be at NAB.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
Oh, man, Betty. I cannot wait to see Betty White. She's one of my favorites.
Oh, she just signed up for a Twitter account.
She did?
Oh, my goodness.
Betty White's finally on Twitter?
Yep.
I'm going to follow her.
Cool.
I'm following the Betty White on Twitter. All right. You know who else I wish was still alive and around to play guitar, but unfortunately is not?
Who?
Mr. George Harrison.
Oh, of course.
Mr. George Harrison, but you know what? We remember George, even though today is not even close to the day he passed away or his birthday. But still, it's got my mind set on you. By George Harrison, here, the world famous audio8ball.com.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right, child. I got my mind set on you. 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 And this time I know it's real, the feeling that I feel. I know if I put my mind to it, I know that I really can do it. I got my mind set on you. Set on you. I got my mind set on you. Set on you. But it's gonna take money, it's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take time, whole lot of precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right. And this time I know it's real, the feelings that I feel. I know if I put my mind to it, I know that I really could do it. But it's gonna take money, a whole lot of spending money. It's gonna take plenty of money to do it right, child. It's gonna take a time, precious time. It's gonna take patience and time to do it, 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 to do it right. Set on you. Set on you.
I could see where you might think this was a highly organized group, but trust me, it's not.
Audio8ball.com.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by adoptuskids.org.
I don't know how to talk like a parent. Don't make me come back there. You see what I mean? It's pretty awful. Try it again. Don't make me come back there. Now that's pretty good. That one kind of sounded like my dad. Weird.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit adoptuskids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
The world famous audio8ball.com. The world famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else?
Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones says find a home.
Seven Nation Army here on the world famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else? 8 Balls in the Morning is the show. 20 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour is the time. And we held it off because, of course, in the beginning of the show, we had to talk about the Dodgers and the Kings.
Of course.
We just had to. There's just no way I could wait until this time to talk about the games. So now it is time for crazy and wacky news stories from around the globe. And we were talking about this earlier, so you know what? We're just going to talk about it now. I mean, seriously, this probably belongs on a WTH. I mean, WTH with 5 exclamation points all in caps. The story, it comes to us from the dailymail.co.uk, which is, of course, our buddies over there. They give us some of the best crazy stories in England. We salute you. But the story doesn't originate in England. It originates here in the state of California at our neighbors up in the North High Desert, Fresno.
Oh, it's close.
It is kind of close, yeah. It's a good, 2-hour drive to Fresno?
Yeah.
2 hour, 2.5, maybe 3 if traffic's that bad. Give or take. But apparently, I mean, we remember a few weeks ago where a lot of teachers were in the news with having sex with students, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, guess what? It happened again.
Well,
happened again. Here's the kicker. A 29-year-old teacher who was a newlywed.
Is it female or male?
Female.
Female?
A female teacher had sex with one student, got caught, and got arrested for having sex with a minor and also doing some other horrific, terrible things to another one who was under the age of 18.
Wow.
Yeah. Seriously, this woman was married 18 months. I mean, here's a very nice picture of her. She's very, very cute.
She's kind of hot.
Yeah, she is. But she's a teacher doing it with a student, and you've just been married for 18 months. What is wrong with you?
Of course, yeah.
Seriously.
Detention?
More than detention. I think detention's kind of
detention.
Yeah, she deserves detention to the max, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Federal penitentiary detention.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. But
these teachers just never learn.
I mean, seriously, with all the things in the news of teachers getting caught, you would think teachers who are doing that sort of thing would be like, you know what, we're not going to do this anymore.
Yeah, I guess the honeymoon wasn't long enough.
Apparently, huh?
That's what intern Chris says.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I was allowed to say that.
Yeah. You're fine, buddy. You're fine. Oh man, seriously, it's just one of those times where you just want to go to a teacher and just yell and just, if you can, she's a woman since I can't hear her, which kind of sucks, but man. All right, here's another one. This one comes to us from Arkansas, or as I like to call it, Arkansas.
Arkansas, cool.
What quick little thing? Did you know that in Arkansas it's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas's name?
Really?
Yep, in the state of Arkansas, it is a crime to say Arkansas.
I want to say the
I know, right?
And what happens? So if you say it, how long?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm pretty sure it's
Jail
one of those laws that no one cares or enforces.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to go to Arkansas, just walk around yelling, Arkansas, 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 and run. Yeah, pretty much just jump the border.
Yeah.
It's like, I committed a crime in Arkansas.
Just hop over, hop back.
Yep. Of course, we don't condone the use of crimes, or the committing of crimes. But seriously,
but this is not really a crime.
It's not. It's just
come on.
It's just one of those things where you just have to poke fun at it. But anyways, moving back to the story, there was Pine Bluff police and school leaders will meet next week to determine the fate of a school resource officer, aka a rent-a-cop, because he sprayed students. This is at a middle school, by the way. This is at Jack Roby Junior High School in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. The rent-a-cop, or the school resource officer, sprayed kids with pepper spray because they were sitting in the hall too long and not going to class.
Going too far or what?
Oh, you think? I think going too far is an understatement. He just flat out, he didn't just cross the line, he jumped the line, pole vaulted that sucker.
Yep.
Okay, the line is way over here. He's far. Okay, if the line was here in the studio at audio8ball.com, he would be, he would be in New York. That's how far he crossed it. That is how far he crossed it. I mean, these are just his whole reasoning was that he pointed the can down because he was yelling, "Come on, kids, move along," and he sprayed. Apparently, he missed. And
how do you miss? How do you miss the whole line of students?
The students were just sitting down in the hallways, just talking, waiting for class to start. And he was like, "Come on, kids, move on, get to class. They wouldn't move. I mean, of course, it's in the middle of the day. I know. I mean, when I was a student, I know a lot of kids who were just so caught up in the conversations that they wouldn't move, and then they wouldn't even hear the bell, and then like 5 minutes go by, and they go, "Oh, shoot, we gotta get moving," and so they just run to the next class, so they won't be late. But this officer kept on yelling, "Move, move, and move." Took out his can of pepper spray, sprayed it, and a lot of students inhaled it. Even a passerby student who was trying to get to class inhaled the spray, and they just started throwing up their lunches. It was just some students had breathing issues. It was just bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the school. I mean, it doesn't say what the fate of the resource officer is gonna have, but I'm pretty sure his job is gone.
Yeah. Once the parents start complaining, his job's gone. It's almost as bad as the girl that got hit by a golf cart here.
Oh, that's real. You tell me about that story.
I don't know it fully. I just know some girl was giving blood. I believe.
Yeah.
She was giving blood.
So she was donating blood.
She donated blood.
This was at the Miracle Mile.
Really?
And she walked out, and she got hit by one of the golf carts.
How did you get hit by a golf cart?
The golf cart hit her.
The
driver drove it into her.
Wow, is she okay?
And she went to the hospital. She got knocked out.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, I think he was going fast enough for her to get knocked out. Hit her
that
on
is
the concrete.
not good. Because those golf carts, they don't go that fast.
Well, apparently it was fast enough.
Yeah, apparently, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, I sense a bad press coming for whoever's driving that golf cart.
And this happened 2 days ago. Yesterday.
Happened yesterday. Oh wow, that's no bueno. That is not good at all.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know how fast that person was going, but
oh man,
enough to knock her out and hit it. And I mean, usually if you get hit by a golf cart slow enough, you kind of get your balance. Okay.
Yeah.
But she got knocked out.
Ooh, that's not good. That's just sad.
Yeah.
That's like God, creepy. All right. Going from a person getting hit by a golf cart to this one article in Delaware County, or the website from this article is philly.com, but apparently it's from Delaware County. Police stopped over Christopher Eiserman, police officer Christopher Eiserman pulled over a gentleman by the name of Woods. We're just gonna say Woods for a traffic stop, and unfortunately things went on from there. Now, the article doesn't say what he pulled him over for a traffic violation, and ran his plates. Apparently he had some prior dirt before, so they went to the station and they wanted to administer a urine test. Well, as they were administering the test, there was contraband attached to Woods' manhood.
Whoa.
And he even had the guts to deny that the contraband was his. 89 bags of drugs.
Wow.
Were tied onto his manhood.
Isn't that heavy?
This has got to be one of those stories where it's like you will never forget this guy. Yeah. I mean, if he goes into another state, if he goes in that station again, and they look up, it's like you.
Yeah.
Seriously. Okay. First of all, A, you idiot.
Mm-hmm.
B, you're another idiot for saying that it's not yours. And it's really?
It's not mine. Someone just attached it to me.
Okay, I will say points for creativity, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
I really haven't. I'm actually kind of speechless about the story. I'm reading it out thinking to myself, are you bloody kidding me? Did that really happen?
Super fail.
It's tied to you. Can't
That's a face palm right
there.
Yeah.
You're right, Dan. You're right.
That's a face palm. Face palm.
That is the sound of my palm hitting my face. You're right. That deserves a definite face palm, and my headphones and my hat got mislodged, so there we go. All right, last story we have. Montana State University students. My mom went to MSU for a little bit.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, so Montana, woohoo. I used to visit there quite a bit. Apparently, Montana State University graduate students had an historic election, and they are saying we win. The reason being is that they have started their own union.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
As students.
Graduate students have started a union because they're teachers' aides, and they see themselves, and they're treated more like employees than students. So they believe they should get paid. The university, however, says no. You are students. You are not employees. You are students. There is a difference.
Yeah.
And of course, we remember the whole football thing that have the college football students is that they're the ones at risk for injury. They're not and their faces are on the games. Their names are on the video games. Their names are everywhere. They don't get compensation for it because they're students.
Unless they go to USC. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Stop it right there.
I'm just kidding. No.
You do know I'm a USC fan, right?
I know. That's why
Are you part of the Bruin faithful?
No. I just know you're a USC fan.
Okay. It was a good shot. It was a nice shot for Bat Magnet. All right. Well, okay. I got the shot. We're done here. But apparently, the school, of course, is denying this claim halfway to Sunday. They want this thing dead, gone, and no one wants to touch it. But the graduate students say this is good for us, which means we have more rights and we're actually gonna get paid for what we do. I'm thinking as graduate student, I don't know what a graduate student does.
Yeah. Aren't they still studying? They have like another extra 2 years or 1 year to get their master's or whatever.
That's to me. And graduate students, they work for teachers because they're getting experience. So when they go out into the job world, they're like, yeah, I have done this, I've done this, I've done this. I could do this for you and actually get a paycheck. I was learning before, now I'm getting paid. Life is awesome.
What they're saying is that you should be getting paid for internships, which you should. Sometimes you do get paid.
Okay.
Wait.
Slowly roll, Chris.
There are paid internships.
Yeah,
but
there are.
There are unpaid internships.
Uh-huh.
These would be unpaid internships. They just got to understand that.
Yeah.
Most graduate students, they're usually already in the field though.
Mm-hmm.
After they're getting their bachelor's, they usually go out and they find a good decent job, and they're just kind of like going part-time to school to get their master's. I don't think they should get paid. I honestly don't think they should get paid.
Well, of course, some students I think they do, because if they actually work for the university, like in the bookstore, or even even if a professor actually says, if you will work for me, I will pay you, then go for it.
Well, then that's different. I mean, if you work for the actual school, if you're a TA, I don't know.
Yeah, TA, that's really, because I was a TA when I was in high school, and I got paid for, and my grade was my payment.
Yeah.
And actually, also there are a few times that the guy I was TAing for, I TA'd for the attendance office first semester, and then second semester I was with the counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the end of the year, he bought me in and out. And also he said, he bought me in and out twice. He said, you know what, Ben, if you do this job for me, I will buy you in and out. I got the job done for him way before schedule.
Cool.
I got free lunch that day.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It's always good. It's always good to volunteer for school. You get away with a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. But it was, I don't know. I mean, we work at a school, but I'm actually fine with it right now. I know I'm learning. I'd rather not go out in the field and make a big mistake and get fired for it.
Of course.
I mean, it's a learning atmosphere. I say worry about the paycheck later.
Yeah, and it's experience. And you still put experience on your resume. Like, I don't know if
do.
people forget that you should put experience as your resume. It's work and experience.
You honestly do. Yeah. Well, Montana State University, go fight for your right to party, but just keep doing what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently union leaders are happy, school's not happy. We'll see how that story takes place in the near future. In the meantime, I got a band that I haven't played or listened to in quite a long time. Do you guys remember Falling Down by Atreyu?
Atreyu,
yeah. How old is that?
That was like early high school?
High school? It was mid-high school. It was like early high school for me. But you know what? It's off the album Lead Sails, Paper Anchor, Falling Down by Atreyu on the world-famous audio8ball.com. Why listen to anything else?
It's in your head.
Hello? Can you hear me now? Good.
You are tuned in to audio8ball.com.
What do sex, tattoos, body piercings, toothbrushes, and contact sports have in common? They can put college students at risk for hepatitis B, a serious disease that can lead to chronic, even life-threatening liver disease. Most of the 78,000 people infected in 2001 were young adults, and there is no cure. A safe and effective vaccine can prevent hepatitis B. Health officials recommend that all students get vaccinated. To learn more, call 909-594-5611, extension 4400, or visit www.mountsac.edu/health center.
Now for an audio8ball.com news break.
I'm Ben Magnet with your audio8ball.com news break. KFC in Thailand is apologizing for urging people to rush home during Wednesday's tsunami scare and order a bucket of KFC chicken. The company posted, "Let's hurry home and follow the earthquake news, and don't forget to order your favorite KFC menu," that prompted hundreds of angry comments. And a court appearance is scheduled for early this afternoon in Florida for George Zimmerman. Zimmerman faces a charge of second-degree murder in the shooting death of unarmed teenager Trayvon Martin. Defense lawyers are expected to enter a plea of not guilty. At trial, the prosecutors will have to chance prove that Zimmerman intentionally went after Martin and that he didn't shoot him in self-defense. The California Supreme Court is expected to issue a ruling today on whether managers must order workers to take rest and meal breaks at regular intervals throughout the workday. The question is whether state law requires an employer to simply provide meal breaks to employees, or whether it is also to ensure those breaks are taken at certain times during shifts. In Mount Sac News, the Thrive in College series presented today by the Student Health Services topic today is, "Are family problems getting in your way?" Due to limited seating, reservations are required. The time is 1 p.m. at the Student Health Center, and we hope to see you there. And with all your full sports wrap-up, here's the Ultimate Sports Minute with TK Trinidad.
The Ultimate Sports Minute.
The LA Kings get off to a great start. I'm TK Trinidad. The Kings had a stellar game last night. At 3 minutes and 14 seconds, they scored the winning goal in the third period to beat the top-seeded Canucks 4-2. In the Eastern Conference quarterfinals, the Flyers beat the Penguins 4-3, and the Western Conference quarterfinals, the Predators win over the Red Wings 3-2. Tonight, the Senators battle the Rangers, the Capitals take on the Bruins, the Sharks play the Blues, and the Blackhawks fight the Coyotes. In college basketball, the Baylor Bears basketball program is on 3 years probation for calling and texting recruits. With the Lady Bears ending a 4-0 season and becoming national champions, that's not the way you want to end a season, but it could be worse. On a basketball positive note, with Kobe Bryant in a suit for the third straight game, Andrew Bynum steps up his game by having 30 rebounds, which helped lead the Lakers to a 98-84 win over the Spurs. Tonight, the Clips take on the Timberwolves, the Heat try to heat up the Bulls, and the Grizzlies play the Spurs. I'm TK Trinidad for the Ultimate Sports Minute.
And weather for Southern California. Today's high is 62 degrees. Tonight's low is going to be 50 degrees. Currently, it is 55 degrees in Walnut, 47 in Covina, and Los Angeles clocks in at 54 degrees. Now looking at your roadways here in Southern California, the 60 freeway is jam-packed all the way. Once you start off after the 57 split in Diamond Bar, it starts to slow down right at Brea Canyon Road and stays slow all the way up until Paramount Boulevard. If you're trying to bypass the 60 and take the 10, well, unfortunately, traffic there is slow as well. Very slow, literally from the 710 south all the way back until Citrus Street. You're going to have some major traffic problems getting into Los Angeles. The only freeway that's not going to be a major headache for you is the 210, but you will experience some slowing in Mountain Avenue and Duarte, but that will soon come to pass once you get to Santa Anita Avenue, and it's a clear road all the way to wherever you need to go. And I'm Ben Magnet for your audio8ball.com news break.
audio8ball.com.
Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh.
audio8ball.com.
And we are back here on the world famous audio8ball.com. 8balls in the morning is a show, 41 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour. And we actually have some awesome news for you guys because our very own, well, my former intern, and also one of the best friends I've actually had here at the studio, Mr. Waffles, this guy pretty much has an article all about him and the studio, of course, in the Los Angeles Times.
Oh my god.
Yes, you're a superstar now.
Yeah, you are, buddy.
What is going on?
All right.
What's with all the bells and whistles?
Because we have bells and whistles.
This is a moment, right?
Okay.
I know, man. I mean, dude, it's not every day you get featured in the Los Angeles Times and your face is plastered all over a newspaper that millions of Angelinos read.
Oh, they used that picture.
Yeah. No, did you even see the article at all? Did you read it?
I read it. I really didn't pay attention to the picture because I just saw me. I was like, oh, okay. The funny thing about that picture, that's when I was doing Best in Rock.
Oh, I remember that. That's when you actually got to board up after when you graduated from being my intern.
Yeah.
And you actually opened the mic for the first time. I remember that.
Yeah, I was running my own show, my own music and everything. And when the LA Times guy was here, he brought with him a photographer.
Oh.
And I was in the studio you guys are in right now.
Yeah.
And obviously you can tell from the picture I'm using both mics just in case I hit the wrong button, which I had done before. So, always be prepared. Always be prepared.
Of course.
Excuse me. But the photographer wanted to get just pictures at weird angles, so she would stand right near where the rack was, right where the rack is on the table. She stood up there, and I kind of, as I'm doing my talk break, I had to keep my arms out so if she fell, I could catch her. And the picture that's on the Times is she was basically sitting on the board.
Really?
I'm reaching around her trying to move faders up and down, and it was a very intimate moment because she was very close to my face.
Oh, I bet
there was nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing.
Do you remember her?
No, I had never met her. Unfortunately, I had class that day, so I wasn't able to come in and enjoy, which is probably why I wasn't mentioned in the article, which kind of sucks for me, but I had other engagements I needed to attend to being my classes.
Well, this was worth missing your class.
I should have missed. Yeah. I should have missed it. I mean, they do mention Sergio Alexander because he hosts the Verbal Headlock. The Verbal Headlock, and also Mr. Alan Bailey with the Circle Show.
And Bob.
Left Turn.
Bob Vincent.
Vincent, of course, for the Big Beat, which is the Beatles show, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, I'm a little sad that this show wasn't mentioned, but the Morning Klein wasn't mentioned either, so.
Oh, well, I know, that's fine.
Yeah. But it was, how does it feel, Waff, that you wrote, literally, you were my prodigy turned X Factor, dude. I mean,
X Factor.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was on MountRockRadio.com right before it became 9.1. You were just sitting there. We were talking. We were having a good time in the studio, and then you were asked to produce the Morning Climb, and it just skyrocketed from there. I mean, how does it feel to actually come from being just an intern writing on my Facebook page, which I still remember every time I look up in the back post on my Facebook. I remember saying Best in Rock.
Dirty.
Yeah, the Best of Rock with Ben Magnan and intern Waffles.
Yeah, I was just the tag along guy that was there to take.
Well, I was a tag along guy too. Remember when I was with Christy? When I was hosting Christy Vontes' show, Shot Rock?
I don't think I was in the program when you were doing it.
No, you weren't. This was before you joined.
No, it's definitely weird. I never thought this is where I would be right now.
You kidding me? I never thought I'd be here either.
So it's one of those things that just kind of developed. I thought it was really cool they were down here. I honestly had no idea they were going to make it to that extent about me. Not to gloat or anything like that. Don't say anything, you guys. I know it's definitely weird. I'm just worried about people stalking me now.
Yeah, that's the big scary part. Well, I have to say congratulations, honestly, dude, because you are one of the crown jewels of this program. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure. Don't
intern turn management. He has good management positions. He's very involved out of all the people that are here. Not to diss anyone else. You're always here. He's here every day of the week. I mean, it's great that they did the piece on you. You're a good role model for all the young people who want into the program, and this is a good spotlight on the program itself.
It's not necessarily a piece on me. I thought it was going to be more a piece about the station, but I think it's more or less a piece about how you can go from being a college student at a college station and just advance up the ranks and get an actual job in the industry, which is really cool. That's what the whole program is for.
And you are a sentient to that, getting a job in the position in the industry, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, I'm trying to work right next to him, and there's been complications, which been like shooting my spirits down a little bit. But one day,
I'm sorry.
We'll all get there someday. It takes longer for some than others, but we'll all get there. We all have the same goal.
come on, Dan.
I'm not working in the industry right now.
I thought, okay.
I'm not working in the industry. I'm not saying it as a diss.
Well, you kind of are working in the industry. You're on the show with me.
I am.
You got promoted, dude.
In the professional industry, as a professional outside of this college.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there's a certain time and place for everything. I mean, nothing ever goes perfectly for anyone. So, just wait. I mean, don't
wait, but take life by the horns, but just be patient.
Yeah, be patient. Don't get frustrated. Don't think it's something about you that's holding you back from getting a industry job.
Yeah, I mean, look at me and Waffles. I mean, I was an intern. He was an intern. He's producer of a morning show. I'm the host of a morning show. He's a management position here. I'm still hosting this show, which is one of my favorite things to do. And every morning I wake up, and there's actually been a few days over the breaks when we had like weeks off and stuff that when I wake up it's like, man,
I miss it.
No, I wake up with my alarm not going off and thinking to myself, I gotta do my show. Oh wait, I don't.
I'm not necessarily the producer of the morning show anymore. Due to my management position, I've had to move on to other more important things. And, being that, I don't necessarily have time to produce as well as I used to. So I kind of handed it off to Guru, and he's doing a great job.
That's good.
He's doing a great job. But go ahead. Just there you go.
For Guru.
Ding for Guru.
For Guru. And so now I just basically engineer the show. Right, it still keeps me involved. I can still, give my input and whatnot. But I'm just doing what I can.
And also, you get to come on here because I remember when I first got this position, my first thought was, how do I get Waffles in the studio with me?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, you were like, because I'm not gonna lie, dude, you were like the most sought after person because when I got hired or when I got promoted to be the morning host here, I was like, how do I get Waffles? And of course, I even told by then Alan Bailey was our program director before he got jumped up to operations. I was like, how do I get Waffles as my producer? Dude, he's kind of taken by Martin Klein. No!
Yeah, sorry about that. I never understood why it was so sought after. I thought it was weird.
Well, you just have that charisma, man. You honestly do.
It's the drive.
Yeah.
I never thought I was good at my job. Never.
Sometimes, dude, I don't think I'm good at my job.
I don't think any of us do. Like we all said, we didn't know we were going to do this. We all came from different... You came from Northridge. I came from Poly, doing completely different things.
I came from Northridge with
theater.
Yeah, with a theater major. Then I jumped from broadcasting, not knowing anything about broadcasting. Then I, just by sheer dumb luck, I get into this program. Sheer dumb luck. I find out this is like the best radio program ever.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. It's certainly one of the better ones out there. It competes at the 4-year level, and that's pretty good for a 2-year.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good for a 2-year.
It really is. Of course, and I'm even going back to Northridge because I find out that they're a really good radio school, and I didn't find it out until after I left.
We're better.
Yeah.
I'm glad that this article was mentioning all the other schools that had radio programs that this article was mentioning were 4-year universities. We're the only ones that were 2 years.
And unfortunately, a lot of those 4-year universities, because I read the article last night with a giant smile on my face, because I see one of my buddies who, I feel like I had a hand helping him get here, I think.
A pinky?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Your little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, little brother.
Yeah, he is like my little he is like my little brother via radio's industry, but I see him growing into this awesome dude. And I'm reading some of the other 4-year universities that unfortunately had to sell their radio stations.
That's sad, man.
Yeah.
You hate to see it go because it really is that free format that isn't out there anymore. Everything's so heavily formatted these days, especially in the professional industry. You really can't go anywhere and do your own thing anymore.
No, it's sad. It really is sad because, here on audio8ball.com, we have so many different shows. It's like freeform radio at its finest.
Well, yeah.
Mount Rock is formatted, yeah, but you still get to play around a little bit in there.
Well, yeah, things are a little looser with Mount Rock. We're not, stick to the script, stick to the schedule. If, you ask permission or, the management, feels that you're good enough, you're qualified enough, you can actually go in there and run your own music as long as it sticks to the rock format. Of
Exactly.
course. But I mean, it's your music. You're playing it. You're the one jockeying it. You're engineering the show, and it's you. It's all you, and that's what's awesome about it.
Yeah, and it was just good times, man. It was just good times. I mean, I had a lot of fun reading it. And what page? Excuse me. What page is the article on the LA Times?
I believe it was on, because I have the paper over at the other studio. It was on the front page, the column on the left, the very front page.
Very front page.
Yeah, the very front page.
We made front. Wow, I don't know what's wrong with me. We made front. Our school made front. Or you made front page of the LA Times.
The column is the front page, but the page where the rest of the story is on page 13.
But still, you have a front page headline.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people can say they've had a front page headline and it does not involve anyone getting shot or arrested?
I've had a front
No.
page headline.
Really?
Really?
Really? No, do tell. I want to
No,
know.
baseball
I
team.
wanna
Playing when I was at baseball team.
All right. Well, was it for the
Traveling-
was it for
traveling
the
team.
was
Traveling
it
team.
was it for the LA Times or?
No, I think it was San Gabriel Valley Tribune.
Okay.
that still works.
That works.
Ding
That
the
works.
bell.
But let's
Ding
continue.
the bell.
Let's-
I'm
let's
dinging the
continue
bell.
Story. I mean, this is a good accomplishment for the whole entire program that we have here. There's a lot of people that don't know that we have a program, a really good program here at Mount San.
Even here on campus, even when I'm in classes, like first day of class orientation, people are like, "So name something that you do." Every single time, it's like I am the host of a morning radio show here on campus, and every single time, all the students just turn to me and say, "We have a radio station?"
Yeah, we rock quietly.
Yeah. Our inside joke.
I like that quote that they used. The motto.
This is a rock station. We need to keep quiet.
Yeah, we have. They put a quote in there, and I told the LA Times guy this, Rick, when he was down here. We get frequent complaints from administrators that we're too loud.
We
so
do.
It became a running joke. Be quiet. This is a rock station. And he put that in there, and when I saw, I just started laughing. I thought it was funny. It was
busted
great.
up, dude, because we get yelled at so many times for blasting AC/DC.
Oh well, you know.
But
it's part of radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Waffles, we just have to say congratulations on your little spotlight in the article. And I guess congratulations for the entire both studios here on campus.
Yes, of course.
Because both studios are mentioned. It's not all about Mount Rock.
No.
I mean, the emphasis of the article is on you, which is great because you really are a testament to how far a student can really go in this program.
I'm sorry, but I'm not all about me, though. So.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah,
Let's just put it this way: it's a story about a student not knowing what he wanted to do, coming into a program and making a name out of himself. Like he started from the ground up, and now he's in good management positions. He's in a good position. He has a very good job ahead of him. Like he's doing good.
Dan, I could not have said it better myself.
There you go.
So, dude, awesome.
And that could be anyone here. It could be anyone that's still in high school.
It could be this
that doesn't
guy.
know what. It could be an intern. It could be you.
Intern Chris. Intern Chris, you could be the next bed magnet and or Waffles.
Just be interested.
Yeah. That's the main reason. If you don't do this thing, if you don't come in here with a passion and you want to do this and you're interested in doing this, then you're not going to go far in this industry at all.
Like it was mentioned in the article, if you're here just for the fame, I just want to meet superstars, get autographs, be at red carpet
you're not going to
events.
get Jack. You're not going to get Jack Dilly
yeah,
squat.
you're not going to go anywhere. I mean, we'll have those. There's going to be events where you're going to go and you're gonna be like, whoa, this is amazing. I'm glad I'm in this position. But it's not all about that. I mean, you really have to wake up every morning and be like, I really want to do this. Like, if it's a pain to get up in the morning to come here or to do any show throughout the day, it's probably not the right program for you.
No, it's not.
No.
No. Plus, this guy is literally here from dawn till dusk, so.
Well, yeah. Like it says in the article, the only time I ever see sun is when I go out and take my smoke breaks.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be seeing a lot of...
In the back.
But he doesn't use the back door, though.
No.
Just make it clear.
No, back door is not used.
No.
The front main door is used quite frequently.
Yes.
But good thing is, Waffles, you're going to be seeing a lot of sun next week, my friend.
Cool.
First one's on me.
Oh yeah, man. You know my birthday's coming up. So
That's we know. Finally,
21.
Finally, we're gonna have a big birthday bash for you, Waffles. I just know we are.
Well, now here's the bummer. I gotta be here and work, but I'm not coming in the day.
You know what? You're taking a day
Oh,
off.
I know.
I'm not
We're all
coming in the
taking
day
a day off.
after.
Of course, you're not coming in the day after. I
No,
would
no,
expect
no.
you to come in the day after. By the way, I owe you something the day of.
Oh, what?
You know what it is.
No, I don't.
Wait. The camera? Get the camera out of it.
No,
here
it's
we
nothing dirty, guys. It's nothing dirty. It's a present from me to one of my good buddies.
I'm bummed. I wanted it to be dirty.
All right. Well, we are almost out of time here on the world famous audio8ball.com. 8balls in the morning is a show.
And wait, we want to thank Waffles for being here.
Yeah,
and
thank
when
you.
When can they catch? Which shows are you part of? I'm like I don't know.
Just the morning climb.
And when can they?
Oh, not them. Don't let us stay here.
When can they watch? When can they tune into the morning climb? When they're not tuning into us.
Yeah,
8 to 10 Monday through Friday on mountrockradio.com, and if you're in the parking lot of Mount Sac, 90.1 FM, just be clear of shadows, because then you won't get us.
Yeah, clear shadows.
The loudest 2-watt you'll ever hear.
Which just sucks because you guys are in conflict with us too. So
yeah,
I mean, we're not going. We have
I think we both cover different topics.
Yeah,
when we go after the shows, we always talk about what'd you guys talk about? What we talked about. It's always something completely different.
We're different entities.
Yeah, of course.
And plus, they're not gonna just let anyone come in here and host a show anyway. So
you guys are good in your own right. We're good in our own right.
Exactly.
So there you go.
But we still have that friendly little rivalry, though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There will always be that.
What rivalry?
Jerk. Jerk.
Let's just say we're the Dodgers.
Yeah, we're the Dodgers.
They're like the Pirates.
Ow. That hurt. That hurt my feelings.
The Royals.
That's
okay.
Well, actually, no. The Royals beat the Angels, so I'll give them that.
Really, the Royals beat the
Angels? The Royals beat the Angels.
I remember that
yeah.
one season the Royals weren't like. I think they went like so many games lost. Like, the Royals suck.
Yeah, it's the Royals. All right, well, we gotta get out of here. The world famous audio8ball.com. 8balls in the morning for Dan, intern Chris, and Mr. Waffles.
I was gonna say you forgot my name.
No, I said Dan, Artificial Noise, intern Chris, and Waffles.
Okay, thank you guys.
You're welcome. Thanks for
Waffles. Where can they reach you for fan mail, bookings?
Ben Magnet at audio8ball.com. You send me all your love and hate mail.
We share.
I deeply appreciate it.
We share.
Ben, who do we have tomorrow? We might have someone tomorrow.
We most likely will have the beautiful Amanda in here tomorrow.
Okay.
We hope. I hope and pray.
Okay.
I hope and pray.
We'll start off the weekend right with
We
her.
will. We will definitely start the weekend off right. And this is the world famous audio8ball.com. You guys, all of you guys in the studio have a great rest of the day.
You too, man.
Don't worry, Vegas is coming up soon.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Vegas is coming up. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Me and Dan will be here in the studio. Chris as well. Waffles, you have an awesome day.
Thanks, guys.
I know I'll definitely see you tomorrow. And it's Thursday, so weekend is pretty much already here.
www.audio8ball.com, broadcasting live from a dumpy little building at Mount San Antonio College in beautiful Walnut, California. This is audio8ball.com.
It all began in Belfast, Ireland, at the Harlan and Wolff shipyard. 3,000 men would work 16-hour days, 6 days a week, for more than 2 years. They were building a monster, the largest moving man-made object ever. This monster was a ship. It was a delight for the men building her, but some found the ship's size alarming, as it could have been seen for miles away, eclipsing the town and the people that lived there. The fate of this ship, even today, 100 years later, still fascinates the world. Her name is Titanic, and these are her untold stories. One man that is an expert on all things Titanic is world-renowned shipwreck diver John Chatterton, who has his own idea of why, even 100 years later, Titanic is as popular as ever.
People all around the world respond to the story of Titanic, which really isn't a story. It's really, hundreds and hundreds of little vignettes, really.
It was a group of men at the White Star Line that came up with the idea for the Titanic and her two sister ships, Olympic and Britannic, in 1906. Now, construction of the Titanic actually started after her sister ship Olympic in 1909.
It was representative of where the culture was going at the time. You know, I mean, this is the Industrial Revolution, and Titanic was so grand. It was so big.
With her sheer size, weight was a major problem, but the ship's builders came up with a complex solution.
The Titanic's original design called for much more in the way of structural steel. It called for thicker hull plating in the interest of making the ship lighter, which made the ship cheaper to operate. You know, the thickness of the hull plates was cut down. The amount of structural steel was cut back.
With less steel in the ship, not only was it a lighter ship, but it was a cheaper ship for the White Star Line to build, and they already had their fair share of financial problems leading up to the building of the Titanic.
The natural assumption is, the beam counters put financial interest ahead of the integrity of the ship.
Was it the beam counters that doomed the ship right from the start?
Thicker hull plating or more structural steel could have meant that somehow, some way, Titanic stayed afloat another 5 hours.
Those extra 5 hours could have allowed other ships to arrive at the wreck site and possibly save everyone on board. But was it really that simple?
To tell you the truth, the integrity of Titanic, as constructed, was as well built as any ship being built today.
We know that the ship was strong, but how strong was the Titanic, really?
A modern-day ship wouldn't have lasted as long as Titanic.
In light of recent events, we could see the Titanic lasting longer than others, but the question remains, why did William H. Perry and Bruce Ismay build the Titanic and her sister ships so big? And what set these ships apart from the rest?
This was the latest in technology. This was a bold, radical concept, big and luxurious. In other words, it wasn't just about function. It was also about fashion. This was a work of art.
This work of art was grand and beautiful. But who was the ship built for? The rich, the poor, or both?
The sinking of Titanic was so improbable. The scope of the tragedy, a tragedy that literally cut across class lines, lower class, middle class, and upper class. You had some of the wealthiest people in the world, and you had literally immigrants with virtually nothing trying to start a new life.
It was these people that put their trust